Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tarot Your Way. Today's class is about the Three of Pentacles. We'll find out about cooperation and hatching the ideas and putting things into plans. So stick around with us for the next hour. Hershey needs to leave in about 45 minutes for another live that she's on tarot spreads on Brian Blushing Nerd Tarot's channel, not Blushing Need Tarot, as I put in the pinned comment. Dr. Ann, welcome. So Aley is our guest today. I asked her if she'd like to do a collaboration and told her that we were doing a class on Sunday about the Three of Pentacles, and she said, perfect, I love the card. So yeah, she is going to grace us with her presence and what she sees in the card. And she will also be doing a mediumship class come August with Val Dragonfly Crystals.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And so be sure to check out Aley's channel. I've got everything in the description here, links for her, how you could support her channel, how you can take her class, anything that she had on her channel that I could pirate. I took it.
I gave him permission, though. It's really okay.
We have Michelle Mosaic Insight. Thank you for being with us, Michelle.
As always, thank you for having me.
I know you're busy on Sundays, usually with friends and doing other things, so it's always a treat when you get to be here. And let me maybe educate you a little bit.
A lot of it. You guys are amazing. I tease them because the Hierophant is one of Hershey's nemesis, and I call her my Hierophant. Her and Thomas, they contribute and they teach me so much. So I look up to all of you guys as my mentors.
That's great, Michelle. Very nice.
I'm going to go on mute because I know you get a lot of feedback from my end. So.
And Hershey, she's having some vision problems today. So if she rubs her eyes or covers up, it was very bright going to the grocery this morning, and I think maybe sun sensitivity got to her eyes. And Aley, you used to live here in Houston. And was that
I did
your education or your husband's education at the time?
It was my ex-husband working for the oil and gas. He actually worked for tankers. He did work with tankers. So he did work down there. Where is it? I can't even think of the name of it. He used to go around the city. What is it? Route 8, all the way around.
Freeport?
Yeah. Yep. And I lived in Kingwood, which is
Beltway 8.
Beltway 8. And I lived in Kingwood, and I went to Houston Baptist University, although I'm the furthest from being Baptist that you've ever heard. But it's that's where I got a master's. So yeah, I was there 7 years, but it was too hot. It's too hot for me, you guys. I don't know how you do it, honestly. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you notice, I'm like 20 shades darker, getting ready for the cruise, so I don't have to put sunscreen on and burn up like a lobster.
Oh, you're going again this year? Good for you.
I'm taking Hershey. I'm dragging Hershey, kicking and screaming.
Oh, you guys! You guys are just awesome. You're going to have so much fun reading. Oh, wow. Very
and
nice.
We're going to have a mini meet and greet when we land in Key West. Some people are driving down to see us.
You know, that's the best part of this community, when you can do that, when you can meet up with people. That's great. I love that. Yeah. Yeah.
Looking so forward to it.
Well, thank you all for being here. And I am going to start with our first video. This is the hook to get you all interested Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Three of Pentacles, the mastery of craft. Picture a grand cathedral under construction. At the heart of this monumental project is a stonemason, diligently carving intricate designs. Nearby, an architect oversees the plans, while a nobleman discusses funding. The Three of Pentacles card captures the scene, emphasizing the harmony of craft, vision, and resources. It speaks to the value of meticulous work, the importance of skilled labor, and the power of combining efforts to achieve greatness. When this card appears, it is a sign to take pride in your skills and seek out partnerships that can elevate your work to new heights.
Awesome.
So this card indicates a very detail-oriented person. Makes the checklists, plans everything meticulously, double checks, triple checks, make sure when there's a snafu that there's already a backup plan in the works in case there was a snafu on the way. So, Michelle, what do you know about the Three of Pentacles so far?
Well, what my books have told me. I really love the way the collaboration. I do get it. It reminds me of my best friends from high school, Rhea and Paige and Michelle, and together we are always good at something. And I've known this girl, one of them, since 1991. So we are still like best friends. And I think of us when I see the Three of Pentacles, because we all, if it's computer aspect or what, Paige is fantastic with Excel. I was the back end on troubleshooting the computer. Rhea was the creator. Like, it was just, and then we would just have, I don't know, that's what it reminds me of that. So people who are good at something and they equally contribute to a whole.
So your life path number is a 12, a 1, 2, and then it reduces to a 3.
Right.
So
I'm always about wanting to learn as much as I can.
Mosaic gets to be either the Empress or any of the other threes. In the numerology, it's that it is that collaboration. It is sisterhood. But it is community. It is planning things out.
I do like what my tarot director.
So, Aley,
all right. Can I finish this?
Go ahead.
It just says, when you draw this card, even though you
Yeah.
may be in the mood to go at it alone, this time it's time to share the load with others. Don't turn away help when it's on offer. As a blockage card, you're seeking approval by conforming. So maybe it's time to be a bit of a rebel. As a future card, be proud of what you are about to achieve and prove your place in the hierarchy. Your team spirit will bring you recognition and growth. And saying in reverse, if you get it in reverse, it might be that there's some selfishness going on within your group. And everybody needs to be treated as equal and seen that way, to learn from each other as a teacher-student kind of thing, to be better for the whole. That's what I get from it.
Awesome.
And Aley, what are your impressions of the Three of Pentacles card?
I go from one end of the spectrum to the other, but the first thing I did was I thought, oh, no wonder he picked me. I'm a workaholic, because that's one of the more over the top manifestations of the job, of one's job. But the other thing I loved about it is the collaborative part, because I believe so deeply in collaborations. I believe that, we can do a show by ourselves. We can do anything by ourselves. But when you're working in synergy with a group of other people, or working together as a unit, so many things get accomplished in that way. So I went and I wanted to pull out a couple of cards representative of the Three of Pentacles. And the first one I pulled out was collaborate, working together, managing a team, being active listening is the other one. If you're not actively listening, then you're planning on what you're going to say. You're not going to learn something. course, the reverse being
Right.
learning from past mistakes and so on, or doing something by yourself. The second one I have is the a Three of Discs, which is the Three of Pentacles in the Corona Tarot. And this guy is planning ahead because he's got the snake up by him. So he's making sure he has more than one roll of TP. And we know what that did. Everybody overwhelmingly took all the TP. The last one I have that I'll share. Oh, go ahead, Thomas.
Here in Houston, they had people selling roadside TP, at exorbitant prices at the beginning of the pandemic after they cleaned out every store.
Yeah. Oh, they did that. They do that in Houston too. When you've got people are leaving the city because there's a storm coming, and you go and of course the gas line is so long, but there's a dude out there selling little bottles of water for $5-10, so I get it. Yeah. Anyway, the other Three of Pentacles I get is from the lovely Swear Tarot. And I know it's Sunday. Please forgive me. A group of motherfuckers can help you. And that's really
Absolutely.
the basic. That's just the basic.
Aley, you should have been with us last night. I need to get that deck. That desk. Okay, I've never said
You
I need
and
to get
me
a deck.
both, sister.
Then I'll do some reads with you.
You and me both.
This is the image from the Morgan Greer Tarot.
Beautiful.
So that's one of those decks that's in a tin and has the size that I can put in my card shuffler. So that comes in handy for me.
Oh, that's
and it's real colorful.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little more spot on than that comical deck that I have.
Oh, the stroller, you mean? Yeah.
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 Okay. Everybody get out
that all
their
day.
pens.
Motherfuckers can help you. Sorry. A group of motherfuckers.
Get out your pens and your tarot journal because we're going to go through the keywords. Keywords for the Three of Pentacles upright. Collaboration, teamwork, skill, mastery, craftsmanship, apprenticeship, cooperation, planning, learning, growth, dedication, quality work, building, achievement, guidance, support, progress, recognition, expertise, constructive feedback. Keywords for the Three of Pentacles reversed: lack of teamwork, poor quality, miscommunication, unfinished work, disharmony, incompetence, delays, isolation, conflict, ego clashes, disorganization, neglect, inefficiency, criticism, stagnation, uncooperative behavior, lack of focus, ignored advice, wasted efforts, lack of support.
Aley,
do I hear a kitty cat?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, Andy comes in when I record, and sometimes he gets vocal, and I don't care. I don't take a retake.
And you don't even hear it anymore, I'm sure. But don't say sadly.
He's always whining.
I know. In regards to the comment when Rossi was like, "Did I hear someone say?"
Oh, I know. I was kidding. No, I was
no
kidding.
shamefully, because last night was our key word. If you weren't saying motherfucking, you were being put on timeout. So it's all good.
All right. No, I was mostly teasing because I just think words are words, and sometimes some words fit in better than others. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Can I just say one more thing, Thomas?
They express Sure.
I wanted to say it was interesting because this card also brings up the stonemason, and there's a difference. There's a story that I teach my class, and it's about a guy who was from the Masonic order. It's a secret society. And so the card also has that in it, doesn't it? It has that. has that quality of, we know something that you might not know. We might know a secret handshake. We might know what lies underneath. And so, yeah. Anyway, yeah.
And in the Morgan Greer depiction here, he has a stone hammer, a mason's hammer, and then the pentacles. If you look at the arrangement of the triangle, that's basically your compass scribe, which is also a symbol of the Masonic Lodge.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Good.
Hershey, what do you reckon about the Three of Pentacles? Good card, bad card? It's not a Hierophant.
So, so for me, I first and foremost, I absolutely agree with Aley with um um what was the S word again?
Oh, the synergy?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, it that's like kind of like an overall energy of it, kind of always for me. But for me, and I don't know, I guess it was because I was raised to do chores and to work and to earn. There's always that work ethic, like that go getter, that hustler, that always kind of chasing that bag. I'm not gonna let nothing interfere with that. Somebody also that sees work as something that maybe they love and it's not actually work to them. But for the most part, it's always the very first sign for me that whatever your hands are touching within reach of something, it's about to be some form of payoff. Doesn't always have to be financially, but obviously there's a lot of career mind focused in it. But it could mean you're learning how to do clay or pottery, and you're just now starting the craft, and or you're just starting a flower garden, and your flowers aren't budded yet, but they've got nice veins and vines, and it's looking good in the so I see this as the very beginning part of reaching a hard working goal that may not always feel like you're working hard because you are appreciating and loving what you're doing. I can't see real good, guys. My eyes are coming back, but I want to read something to you. There's this the most of y'all know, or maybe you don't know, but some of y'all, if you have the Ravens prophecy, all I can tell you is there are certain ways that people can word things and it resonates so deep within me with my own values and morals. But I just wanted to read what this interpretation of it is. And this is Maggie Steffader, or some I'm killing the name. But anyway, she was #1 best author for a couple of years. She's great, right? Anyway, it says this three should stand as a satisfying card. It symbolizes the first real accomplishment that can be seen in this suit. Perhaps it's the first time you realize that something you're enjoying, whether it's your job or not, has benefit. It's fairly early in the suit, being the lowest of them, and there is a long way to go to reach completion and maybe mastery. But this three is good. This is not a negative 3. This strong no shit
Connotes.
CONNOTATION.
Connotation.
Yes,
Yep.
thank you. Is a sign that teamwork is strong and working. This is the best idea as long as the team continues to see each other as companions and not competition. This is the making of a satisfying goal as long as you continue to work on it. I also want you to suggest looking at the other cards. If this card falls in a reading where it is with many other pentacles, coins, this would be strictly about the actual dollar value. But if it is not, then you need to understand that there is more to life than your career and there's something else that's worthy of a bigger goal. I love the way that interpretation just resonates with me, and it gives me an idea to look at something other than always money. Like every time I turn around, it seems like everybody's always focused on money, 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 money. And I'm just like,
Right.
wait, what the hell? You think, oh, I got you. Okay, so money makes you. I need to talk to the ones that make the money so that they can understand where my mind frame is right here, because this is a pretty powerful card compared to the other threes. And that's how I see
it. It is. And you can have abundance in more ways than just money. It can be spiritual. It can be, other things in your life. And so that's a beautiful point you've made. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the beginnings of setting things up to make a big long-term goal or project here. So something that's long and lasting, and as we all know, Pentacles doesn't always mean about money. It can mean health. It can mean grounding. Anything that money can buy. Your surroundings, your transportation, your home. Those are the things that the suit of Pentacles can indicate. And I have a video on the suit of Pentacles and the energy.
Okay.
The suit of Pentacles, also known as coins, discs, or diamonds, is one of the 4 suits in the minor arcana of the tarot deck. The suit is associated with the element of earth, which brings its energies of stability, practicality, and material aspects of life. Pentacles are closely linked to financial matters, wealth, and material possessions. They reflect our relationships with money and our attitudes towards prosperity and abundance. Work and career. This suit often pertains to work and career and professional growth. It highlights the importance of hard work, dedication, and the pursuit of goals in the material world. Health and physical well-being. The earth element also governs physical health and well-being. Pentacle cards can indicate one's state of health or the need for a balanced lifestyle. Home and environment. Pentacles are connected to the home life, real estate, and the environment. They emphasize the importance of creating a stable and nurturing environment. Practicality and realism. The suit encourages a practical, realistic approach to life. It underscores the importance of being grounded, making plans, and taking concrete steps to achieve goals. Symbolism and imagery. Earth element. Earth is stable, reliable, and fertile. It represents the physical world and the tangible aspects of life. Colors. The colors commonly associated with Pentacles are green and brown, symbolizing growth, nature, and stability. Symbols. Pentacles often depict coins or discs, emphasizing material wealth. Other symbols include gardens, fields, and natural landscapes, representing growth and prosperity. The earth element brings a grounding and a stabilizing influence to the suit of Pentacles. Overall, the suit of Pentacles and its earth energy highlight the importance of nurturing our material and physical world through practical effort, patience, and grounded approach to life's challenges and opportunities. So that groundedness and your physical surroundings and presence, and this is the foundation card to make sure that you think in abundance to manifest abundance. Never think in lack of wealth or resources or health.
Awesome.
100%. Never speak of anything negative or lack of, because then you create that. You always got to speak. There's a recession. Don't talk about a recession because it doesn't affect you. You don't see it that way. You won't be affected. I swear. Just takes practice.
Just got to scrape another nickel together to get the loaf of bread this week than I did last week,
Right. Absolutely.
Hershey, are you going to say something or?
I I did want to just jump in for a yeah, I did want to jump in just for 1 second, if it's okay, because I'm gonna have to bow out and tell everybody blessings. But what I want to say is, it just dawned on me, if a lot of pentacles would fall out, this might be the one time if the four is there, because I see the four as a miser most of the time. I would say that even if it fell out in reverse, I would have to see it as maybe um, in the miser kind of way. But even if the card was reversed for me, I would just have to say that somebody just isn't focused, but they're still probably at their best job they've ever had, probably getting the best benefits. That money mind don't go nowhere when it's positively created. But if it was paired with the four, I would definitely start questioning if they're allowing money to make them materialistic. And then after that, okay, guys, I gotta go because I gotta rinse my eyes out. They're really burning. I love
I
you
hope you feel
so
better,
much,
honey.
Aley.
Okay.
We've got to catch up
Love you too.
soon. Sis, I love you, Mosaic. I love you guys. Bye, cats. Love you, gents. Bye, guys.
Bye, Hershey.
Right. And we are buffering a little bit. Sorry about that, folks. I do have a pinned comment. So after we're done here, we're going to take some questions, and you
Does she
can
realize she's still there?
top,
Oh, there she is.
at the top of the hour. You can follow her to Brian Blushing Nerd Tarot's channel, not Blushing Need, like I wrote. But I'd encourage you to stay with us because we're going to hear how Michelle interprets some cards today with our readings.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is this whole weekend, Hershey and Thomas have been surprising me with things. So they surprised me as being the moderator yesterday with, oh, we're gonna do a drawing. Michelle's gonna keep track of it. I'm like, oh, let me get a pen and paper. Now they tell me right before coming on, oh, we might do some reads, and I'm like, how come you don't tell me this? They're like, so you don't get in your head and back out.
That's right.
It's the only
That's
way
right.
we're trapped.
You got to let it flow. There you go, Michelle. Good girl. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it is what it is.
I have to say that Miss Mousy is in my chat, and she is a riot today. She says her
To our
mindset is not.
symbolism, the three pentacles. The three pentacles are often arranged in a triangular formation, symbolizing stability and a solid foundation. They represent the integration of different skills and talents, the collaborative effort, and the successful completion of tasks through teamwork. The architect, craftsman, and monk cleric. These three figures each play a different role in the creation process. The architect holds the plans, the craftsman is actively working, and the monk or cleric provides spiritual or moral guidance. They symbolize the combination of vision, skill, and purpose. Each person's contribution is vital to the project's success, emphasizing the importance of collaboration and recognizing each other's strengths. The plans or blueprints. The blueprint or architectural plans held by one of the figures represent detailed planning in the intellectual aspect of the project. This signifies the importance of preparation, foresight, and intellectual work that goes into creating something valuable. This signifies attention to detail, excellence in craftsmanship, and the creation of something beautiful and enduring. The cathedral or building. The grand structure being built is often a cathedral or other significant building, representing a long-term and meaningful project. This symbolizes the lasting impact of the work being done, the ambition of the project, and the spiritual or community value it holds. The tools. The tools used by the craftsmen, such as chisel, hammer, symbolize practical skills, labor, and the tangible aspects of work. They highlight the importance of hands-on effort, craftsmanship, and practical application of skills to achieve goals. The triangle. The triangle formation, whether the pentacles or the figures, represent balance, harmony, and the integration of different elements. It reinforces the idea of a balanced team where each person's contribution is equally important to creating a harmonious and effective working relationship. Gothic or architectural element. The detailed Gothic architecture seen in the background or the structure itself points to intricate, high-quality work. Stained glass windows. Stained glass windows, often seen in the depictions of the Three of Pentacles, represent spiritual insight, enlightenment, and the combination of art with functional architecture. They highlight the idea that the project being worked on has not just a practical purpose, but also an aesthetic and possibly spiritual significance. The stone bench or platform. The stone bench or platform where the craftsman works represents a stable and supportive environment. This symbolizes the solid foundation necessary for productive work and the importance of having a supportive structure or system in place. By understanding these symbols, one can gain deeper insight into the Three of Pentacles cards' meanings of collaboration, craftsmanship, and successful melding of diverse talents and efforts into a cohesive and productive project.
I don't think you meant to cut you off, Aley. I think you just hit the button.
Okay. That's all right. No worries.
I can't see
No
the
worries.
chat. I'm on my phone, so I would love to interact with it, but I'm sure she's a riot right now in your chat.
She was just saying that her mindset is not forming any MFing questions. That's why. Okay.
So I have SPEP and Julie Hamill starred for questions later. If you want a reading, go ahead and put your questions all in caps. And Aley, if you see one, you can help me start, right?
Okay, sure. Yep. Mm-hmm. Marby has one. She just put up.
Okay.
Oh Lord, oh Lord.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Oh, the pressure. Okay. There's no pressure.
Well, there's no pressure on these. Like, tell me what my guides want to know. When it's really pressure is, what is the name of my guide? Then you're going to have to reach.
Yep.
Well, I did grab an oracle deck. I figured I am really much better, but sometimes I do the tarot. I'm still learning that though.
That's okay.
Well,
that's all right.
Also, with the number 3, we get the triad, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. If you're part of the Christian faith, you'll be with that. But there's in other faiths, there's prophets, there's God, and the followers. So that collaboration of all 3 things working together to cause greatness to happen or occur. I don't see the 4 of Pentacles
body, mind, and spirit.
I don't really see the 4 as a miser either. Depends. Maybe I'll let you know next week when we go over that card.
Because I think of the 4 of Pentacles as a rich person. Well, if you work and spend like a rich person, you don't change your house for a mansion. You live a comfortable life, so you're not a target of thievery.
Right.
And you can build up your treasury, like King Midas did. You throw out some of that shit just so you got more room for gold, bring that abundance in.
I can see it going both ways now though, but I do see it as being frugal and economical and understanding, but I can also see it as I've learned in order to receive from the universe, you have to give first. Yeah, in order to learn how to receive, you have to understand how to give. Or in order to give, you have to learn how to receive. It's just a full cycle.
Well,
so you have to make room. We'll go over that next week, I guess. But
so I think in the progression of the Pentacle suit, the 3 makes us plan. The 4 hardens our heart and makes us work for the love of money. The 5 takes us down a notch or two, so we know of want and can do the 6, the act of charity for others, because now we find empathy after being taken down and humbled.
Like learning how to receive in order to give.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
And we all know that everything is tenfold. If you give, if you receive, if you're grateful for the things and say your gratitudes, everything is more fulfilling.
Definitely. Yeah. Perfect.
Let's go on to the numerology. Numerology of 3. In numerology, the number 3 is associated with several characteristics and symbolic meanings. Here are some of the key attributes and symbolism of the number 3 in numerology. Creativity and expression. The number 3 is often linked to creativity, artistic talents, and self-expression. People with this number in their numerology chart are usually gifted in creative endeavors and have a knack for expressing themselves through art, writing, music, or other forms of communication. Optimism and joy. Number 3 is also associated with a positive, joyful, and optimistic outlook on life. It embodies a sense of fun, spontaneity, and enthusiasm, making those with this number energetic and lively individuals who often bring joy and happiness to others. Social and communicative. People influenced by the number 3 are typically very sociable and enjoy interacting with others. They have a strong communication skill and are often charismatic and can easily captivate an audience with their charm and wit. In a broader sense, the number 3 in numerology is considered to represent growth and expansion, both in personal development and in the physical world. It symbolizes the triad, a number that signifies balance and harmony, combining the energies of 1, the beginning, and 2, duality, to create a synthesis that leads to new creation and ideas. It's hard to say synthesis without teeth on the bottom.
You could say it this way: synthesis.
Now I want to say it. Synthesis.
I have a sibilant S.
Oh, that's great.
So the new cards that have been interjected into the videos this week are from the Vanessa Tarot, and it is a women-centric powered deck. It's got fictional and real life women depicted on all the cards, and it is a pop culture divine feminine type of deck. I see Lady Gaga depicted in some. I see Dolly Parton in another.
Nice.
You know, all these fashion designers. As the 3 of Pentacles is a tailor. So there's Wonder Woman being hung upside down for the Hanged Man.
Nice. Well, that's me. I'm a 12. I'm the Hangman, Wonder Woman.
Good for you. Good for you.
You are, Michelle. You're a Wonder Woman, and Aley is a Wonder Woman. I see how
They all wonder
flawless
about
she
it.
makes this behind the scenes work. She's typing messages. She's starring things. She's, answering questions. All at the same time. She's just amazing.
Trying to stay young, Thomas. That's all it is.
Use it or lose it.
Practice.
Absolutely.
You're getting ready for Carnegie Hall. Practice, practice, practice.
That's good.
Okay, let's go on to our yes or no interpretations. Yes, no. In a yes-no tarot reading, the 3 of Pentacles generally indicates a positive outcome, leaning towards a yes. Here are some specific interpretations of the 3 of Pentacles in such a context. 1. Collaboration and teamwork. The Three of Pentacles signifies successful collaboration and teamwork. It suggests that working together with others and combining different skills and talents will lead to a favorable outcome. If your question involves a project or group effort, this card indicates it will likely be successful. 2. Skill and craftsmanship. This card is also associated with skill, craftsmanship, and the practical application of knowledge. It suggests that your efforts, skills, and hard work are being recognized and will bring about positive results. If your question relates to work or a specific skill, the answer is likely yes, provided you apply yourself diligently. 3. Planning and execution. The Three of Pentacles implies that careful planning and execution are key to achieving your goals. If you are asking whether you should proceed with a plan or a project, this card suggests that with proper planning and cooperation, you will succeed. In the summary, the Three of Pentacles in the yes/no reading is a positive card that encourages collaboration, practical effort, and skilled work, typically indicating a yes answer to your question. So it's another way of divining yes or no instead of using a pendulum or dowsing rods, or and just remember that things that take preparation and work and skill, if the Three of Pentacles comes up, definitely means a yes, or is indicated for those types of readings. Bless you. So we got one more video, and this is an affirmation for both the upright and reversed Three of Pentacles. An affirmation for the Three of Pentacles upright. I am confident in my skills and talents, and I understand the power of collaboration. By working together with others, I embrace the diverse strengths and perspectives that each person brings to the table. I trust in our collective efforts to create something truly remarkable and greater than what we could achieve alone. I am open to learning, sharing, and growing with my team, knowing that our combined dedication and hard work will lead to success and fulfillment. Together, we build a strong foundation for our goals and dreams. An affirmation for the Three of Pentacles reversed. I recognize the value of clear communication and effective teamwork. Even when challenges arrive, I am open to constructive feedback and willing to adjust my approach to foster harmony and cooperation. By seeking to understand and be understood, I create a positive and productive environment. I trust that through patience, persistence, and a willingness to learn from mistakes, I will overcome obstacles and grow both personally and professionally. I am committed to improving my relationships and finding new ways to collaborate more effectively, ensuring mutual respect and success.
Can I add to the reversal of it? This book suggests when
Certainly.
your Three of Pentacles shows up reversed, you may be encountering difficulty finishing what you started because there's disharmony or selfishness in your team. Everyone is so preoccupied with their own needs that they're ignoring the good of the whole. Find a way to make sure everyone's contributions are being valued and encourage respect and fairness among the team. So that's kind of another way. It's not necessarily about what you're doing wrong if it's in reverse on the affirmations, but it as a whole, something is somewhere, so the chain is broken, so it's about making sure everyone is valued and
Everybody gets a voice, everybody is seen.
and everybody does their own part because someone might be just lacking.
Yeah, every part is necessary. Nobody's left out. So what I do, Aley, is I put these 9 or 10 videos together for each one after the class.
Yeah.
So it's just the video portion, and if people want to come back and learn, they don't get all our commentary.
Wonderful.
They just get
Yeah.
the facts.
That's awesome.
You know, I'll bundle that as a class someday, maybe.
Yeah, that's great. I have done the major arcana in the past on my channel, but it was a long time ago. But I never got to to these, and actually, this is my weakness. So this is really, really good. It's things that we all need to learn and how to integrate them, depending on where they also are pulled within the card spread. So
Well,
that's
and we
awesome.
honestly didn't even dive into the detail like we did with the major arcana because we dissected the symbols on the cards. We're not even really diving into dissecting what different
Right.
symbols, like you brought up about what was it? Not Freemasons, but about
Masons and
yeah.
Freemasons. The word Mason, yeah, secret society. Yeah.
So we did do that with the major arcana. So we haven't necessarily took that deep dive, but it's there. It's so much
It's
more to
all
learn.
yeah. It's such a work in progress, Michelle, and every deck is also different in the way what it presents. And I think it's important to remember that because, we show just different connotations of what it looks like. And even though they have similarities, there's also a lot of differences and people read them differently as well. Thank you. Yeah. Good.
And that's why some people connect with a certain decks and some they don't. It's just certain aspects of it. Yeah.
That speak to them more. Yep. I agree. Yeah.
Well, that concludes our educational content for today. And ladies, if you would join me for some reads. We've already got a couple started.
Okay. All right. Will do. Yeah.
Holding my breath. Just kidding.
Don't need you to pass out, please. Yeah.
You'll be fine.
All right, let's see. So SPEP has, I didn't get to do my medium show today where we do a lot of mediumship stuff, but SPEP had a sister that disappeared in 1963, and I'm hoping that at some point somebody, some kind of psychic, will be able to tell the whole story. But I got something here from her for you, SPEP. Let's see. The first thing I got is that it might be that the person who is responsible for her disappearing is a player. And, we call a player something different than it was done in the past. Yeah. But it could have been somebody that was duplicitous, somebody that didn't have her best interest at heart, somebody that had a plan and she happened to fall into their trap, is what I want to say. So she had to do whatever it was in order to remain alive, to remain self-preserved. So she just went along with whatever this person told her to do because she didn't want to end up, dead or whatever. I don't know if she is. I don't know that. But I do get that she sees you and the way you shine in the world from where she sits. Remembering that we could also do a reading on people's energies that are still alive. So I can't tell you for certain she's not here, but I'm going to say that she wants you to remember to shine, that you're the beautiful sister that she knew she had. And she says, gather your loyalties. Make sure you gather up your loyalties so that you don't become a victim of others. That's what I got for you.
I did draw an oracle card for her. It says, your life plan is unfolding as it should. And it's number 14. Card. And it says, there is no such thing as coincidence. And when you know this, you are ready to look more closely at your life plan. Your spirit guide has already opened the way for you and will give you confirmation that you are truly on the right path. Synchronicities are their way of attracting your attention and giving you confirmation that you are close to a great understanding. Very soon you will know your true purpose. I kind of feel like she's coming through saying that those synchronicities are her too, probably choosing to be one of your guides and just finding comfort in knowing things are unfolding as they should, and continue listening, and soon you will understand.
Wonderful.
Beautiful. So, SPEP, I start out with the Four of Wands for you. And with the Four of Wands, Joanne wants you to remember that the celebrations and the happy times while you were together before her disappearance. And because she always thinks of those happy times and being there and being part of the family, she looked up to you, and she thought of you as the Hierophant. You were her teacher. You were her mentor. You were her guide. So I think that's what Joanne is saying to you. And trust in the universe. There may never be an outcome that you're satisfied with. You may never know the outcome, but we have the Knight of Coins here, and the Knight of Coins is a message. So every time you hear wind chimes, every time you think of your sister, every time you hear a voice, every time you're in nature and you think you hear a whisper of your name, that's your sister. Her missing from your life has caused a vacuum, and you are being sucked and pulled closer and closer, even though there is physical distance.
That's right.
And that's what I have for you, SPEP.
Wow.
I'm so
wonderful.
so very sorry that there is no closure yet for you, and there probably will.
It
never
may not
be
ever
as long
be.
as it
Yeah.
happens.
It's true. Yeah. Wow. So some more people have also put up for readings. I'm just letting you know that they're more toward the end, Thomas. So, yeah. Okay. So Julie.
So I must not have given you access to punch the stars. Then sorry.
Oh, it's all right. If I maybe you did, I'll look and no, I can't. I don't see stars. I'm not seeing stars.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, really. Considering how lousy I felt this morning when I got up.
How many lumps of sugar do you want? Oh, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I almost saw stars before meeting you. I was like, my ears are popping.
Like,
Oh,
that's funny. It's so funny. Yeah. All right.
Okay, I got a Miss Moonlight.
Uh-huh.
I got Fatima. I have Twisted Sushi, Amanda.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Miss Moonlight, Fatima, Twisted Sushi. I saw somebody else. Well, maybe it was. Oh, wow. 3 shifting veils. That's cool. All right. I guess that was it. If there's anybody else that, and I think he might have some of the other ones from before that he already clicked. So
I have Julie Hamill, Barbie Gungora, Miss Moonlight, Fatima, and Twisted Sushi.
Okay.
Anybody
if
else?
Anybody we missed, just put it in.
But just put it in, or big caps. So I see.
Marby says she has one somewhere in there.
Yeah, she is started. Marby wanted it.
Okay.
But we got Julie Hamill up next. May I have a reading, please?
Next.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yes, Julie. So, Julie, your guides want you to know that everything is in divine order, even though things may look like they're up in the air. I love this because it's like this little guy is saying, you know, you create your own magic, and don't let things bother you that you might not have considered before or believed in, because everything is illusion. And as a matter of fact, last night I watched a really good show on UFOs, and they talked about finding aliens or ETs that from the past. And in that, they found that they had the human DNA genome. And this was back in the 50s. So what the guy was saying is it's very possible that the people that come in UFOs are actually time travelers, but we don't know that. So, I mean, it's just another way of looking at it. So it's everything is in divine order. And this here is your perspective may be very different from someone else's, depending on the lens you look through, depending, you know, it's like when we have glasses on. Poor Hershey, for instance, couldn't see today because her eyes were bothering her. So her perspective was very cloudy. Everybody's got a different perspective. The last thing I got is you are right in the middle of a beautiful transformation. Woo woo. And yesterday was able to see some dragonflies outside flying around. So it's a gorgeous card. It's a transformative card. And look at all the DNA strands on the side. These are my favorite cards, and they are called What We've Forgotten. What We've
Forgotten. Those are pretty.
They're beautiful cards, yeah. Thank you.
They are pretty.
So I pulled I'm just working with Oracle right now. But it's the Hope card.
Oh yeah.
Number 27, Hope. And it says, when you choose the symbol of hope, you know that no matter what temporary setbacks there may be in your life now, light will return again. When the moon is hidden in the darkest forest, it is hard to see your next step, and it is easy to give in to the fear that there will never be safety or light again. I am here to guide you when you have lost your way, whispering to you to maintain faith that good things will come your way once more. Take one step toward your dream. I will take 2 steps towards you to help you achieve it. Have hope, and only good will come of it. That's from the message I got from your guides for you.
Excellent. That's excellent.
Okay, Julie. So what we start with here is the 9 of Swords reversed. So your nightmares and the things that keep you up at night are lessening as you mature, because you get to a certain age and you're no longer afraid of certain things that you were afraid of in your younger days. You know, of course, when I was 7 years old, I was bulletproof and, you know, running around like I was super person. Well, you get to 60s and all that takes a toll on your body. And so priorities and thinking changes. So health becomes a little more important as it slips past us. So, you know, the things that you used to worry about, you're not worrying about anymore. And then we have the next progression. We have the 10 of Swords reversed. And so the treacheries and the backstabbing and stuff, you've learned not to care about the gossip mongering and the throwing you under the bus, because you no longer are in that position. Maybe you're out of that career with those awful people that were your coworkers, supposed to be on your team but really weren't. But I think you end up in a real good place, Julie, because we have number 3, Empress.
Oh,
and
wow.
as long as you go out and ground and be prolific, spread your knowledge, spread your joy, spread your joie de vivre, and that's a gift that you can give everyone. And that's what I have for you, Julie.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is, Kim. I will star you. Go ahead and put in a question.
Hi, Lynn. Yeah.
So thank you, Julie. Barbie. I will put Aley in the hot seat.
On the hot seat, huh? Hi, Marby. I'm going to pull the Wild Woman Rising cards for you because we're all wild women. We're all rising. We're all ascending. We're all awesome. Yeah. So there you go. All right.
Some of us more so than others.
We're all works in progress, Thomas. That's the key. All right. So it says here, the first card I get is worship at the temple. Now, remember, you are the temple. Your body is the temple, but you are comprised of three. We're talking a lot about threes today. We're talking body, mind, and spirit connected. Okay. And look at all the beautiful little ladybugs all around you. It's saying there's magic all around you. Make sure that you remember that and celebrate it in every day. The second one I have is you need to restore balance. And boy, do I need this card today because I'm really out of balance. I'm tired and I'm overworked and underpaid and all that other stuff. But, we have to eat right. We have to sleep well. We have to take care of ourselves again. And the last one I get is remember kindness. One of my favorite videos, actually, anytime I get to watch the elephants, they love so much, and they have real emotions. They have tears that flow down their faces, and people will go over and stroke them, and that's all they really want, the kindness that can be given, and they in turn give the kindness back. Thank you.
I've even heard the story of the elephants on their migration in Africa for water or food. If one passed the year before, they will stop at that site.
Wow.
And pay respect.
Yeah.
So Marby, on mine, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay. Go ahead.
I was asking for a card for you, and like 5 of them jumped out. And I was like, okay, come on. So then I put it, and I asked them for one because we don't got much time. All is well is what I get. All is well, and it says
well, Marby.
Number 12. And it says the compassion of spirit healers and helpers doesn't just come to you when you need it. It is part of you that can always keep you balanced. It is a part of you that can always keep you balanced, healthy, and strong. Spirit healers and helpers are saying it is the right time for you to truly acknowledge this. Take a moment each day, especially when your life is running smoothly, and say to the spirit world, all is well, all is well, all is well. Now, you are a lighthouse that is a beacon to the rest of the world.
Beautiful. Wow. I love that. There's nothing wrong with your readings, girlfriend.
I'm just giving what they tell me.
Good.
I have to use the book still, but.
Mm-hmm.
So, Marby, this is an interesting read. I've got 2 8s for you right in a row. I have the 8 of Cups reversed. So, instead of the standard upright position, meaning leaving a project behind and walking away from it, you've got a purpose to walk towards something. And you know what that purpose is, but you haven't taken that first step. So get out of your head, get out of the planning process, and get into the doing process. Then we have the 8 of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
The 8 of Swords reversed. And this is about self-imprisonment. So break your own chains that bind you and keep you from doing things. Go out and be the potential that you absolutely can be. And then we end up with our Page of Cups. Pages are messengers. They bring us surprising news, especially when it's the Page of Cups, because he put his cup in the water and he just expected a glass of water, but he got a fish as well. So surprise, you get more than what you bargained for. So that's what I have for you, Marie. Thank you for asking. Are you doing okay for time, Aley?
I'm okay. Sure, we can finish him.
No.
Miss Moonlight.
I do have a lunch date.
Oh, you have a lunch date? Okay.
Yeah, but it was at 3:30, but now, well, in a half hour, I have time. It was pushed to 4 p.m. Central, so I got 20 minutes still.
Okay.
And we made Aley miss her lunch hour.
Aley's fine. Aley just kept this show, so I'm okay. I had the 3 of them scheduled today, and I just thought to myself, I'm not gonna make it through it. So anyway, it was a pleasure.
Honored that you decided to join us.
Well, of course.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you. I feel bad whenever I have to cancel, but I know people understand. You know, they
100%.
understand. You got to do what you do. Yep,
That's universe saying it's time to rest.
That's right. Yep.
Life's
all right,
what
Miss
happens when you're
Moonlight.
planning to do.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So, Miss Moonlight, you got a prowl with confidence, girlfriend. Look at you. You are a complete autonomous woman, and you are confident. And you got look at this. You got your beautiful lioness with you. You're aligned with spirit. I love this because there's a blue tinge that's surrounding her face, and it comes from the third eye, and it comes down. So, remain self-confident. We all need to be confident. It doesn't come across as cocky. It just comes across as confident. The second one is it will allow you to then go beyond whatever limits you have imposed for yourself. So as 7, a spiritual number, you can get further and further and deeper into where you need to be and what you need to do. And the last one is make sure you gather your tribe. And look at this. You got bear spirit, owl spirit. Oh, my goodness. And in the first card, you had the lioness and you have the turtle. So you've got, you're balancing the water, the air, and the earth energies. Yeah, you're doing well. Enjoy your week. Yeah.
I pulled from the Wisdom of the House of the Night, the Nyx Oracle, it's differences. So I think this week you're to learn choosing the symbol for differences asks you to accept that you will not always agree with everyone, and they may not always agree with you. As your goddess, I have seen many things since the beginning of time. Know that the intricate differences between all beings are sacred and good. You must learn to accept that others are not the same as you. It's important to allow others to express their own opinions. Consider the difference between an orange and an apple. Both are fruit, but they are different kinds. Is one more valuable than the other? I think not. All creatures, all beings, have a right to their uniqueness. Try to see and hear the other person's side if you can. So I think your challenge this week is going to be with accepting that. Like maybe you're going to be facing some opinions, perhaps that aren't aligned quite with yours, but try to take a step back, accept and see that as long as it's not negative, evil, not bullying, everything, it's maybe there's something to learn within each of it, because like it says, an apple and a fruit provide different vitamins. They're all needed. They're both a necessity. So it doesn't mean that one is better than the other. It's just sometimes you need more vitamin C. I don't know what vitamin apples give you, but so you may not need that vitamin C. You might need the apple today. So some people, it comes back to the 3, I think, too. The 3 of Pentacles.
It's all about balance.
Yeah.
It is. It's gorgeous.
Thank you, Michelle. That was great. You may not think that you're doing great, but you're doing smashing.
You are.
Thank you, my guys.
So, Miss Moonlight, I think we've got a depiction of Anna Gables here on the Queen of Wands. So she's got that fiery, creative imagination that kept Anna Green Gables going. Pretending that she was King Charlemagne and going down the river with her sword on her breast, after she was vanquished. Such a vivid imagination, and to keep your imagination past being a child is a rare gift, because I think some of our education system takes that right out of us. I'm sure Aley has never agreed with the way that we educate our children here, and not let them be kids enough. Take away physical education at playground time, and give them more homework, more screen time, more things to get diverted on, and attention spans are waning.
They are.
Then, Miss Moonlight, you have the Knight of Cups. So be careful of the schmoozer, the sweet talker, the deal promiser. If he's going to hang the stars and the moon for you, you better see that he can shoot off like a rocket when you say jump. He needs to jump how high? However high you tell him, Miss Moonlight. And then we end up with our 3 of Wands, and our 3 of Wands again. It's that message of unity, cooperation, collaboration. And if everybody's working together for that common goal, things go smoothly. That's what I have for you, Miss Moonlight. Thank you for asking. Fatima is such a supporter of her,
she is.
Myself,
and me. Yeah, she's awesome.
Comment on every video.
She does.
Like it, comment, and be there. And she's a third of the world away.
That's right.
Blessings to all of our subscribers and followers. You're what makes this the worth. It's worth it for you.
I absolutely love how I'm not as great as her, as other people, but about making sure to offer blessings to everyone in chat all the time. Oh, it's wonderful.
She's a beautiful person. We love you, dear. We really do. And you're always there. Yep. We would not be where we are, who we are, and how we are without our chatters, without our subscribers. They're beautiful. Yeah. All right. So I am using the Ancient Stones Oracle. And happy Canada Day, by the way, to all Canadians in the chat. Much love to you all. And I think I like Canada Day better than the 4th of July because my dogs are traumatized by the fireworks. So,
Agree.
So what I have here for you is be the mountain. The mountain doesn't move. So you know that the mountain is dependent upon the weather, who walks and treads on it, that kind of thing. But it's saying slow and steady foundations and patience. If you climb a mountain, you have to have patience because you're not going to get to the top, like in 10 minutes. You got to keep going, and you have to stop, and you have to take breaks. It says that your road is clear ahead for you. You know what to do, and so you should walk it in your own way. You don't have to be like everybody else, and you aren't. You are fabulous. Everybody's fabulous in their own way. But Thomas was right. And, the kindness and care that you give people here in the community doesn't go unnoticed. And finally, it says the entrance stone. A new beginning is coming for you. So step forward because it will bring expansion. I love this because windows and doorways always show us. Yeah, you are. Windows and doorways always show us new and exciting things that are ahead, things that are clear, and beautiful mountains that exist. So thank you, my dear. Yeah.
I love to say that I received fragment, number 15, fragment.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, sometimes it seems that life is split into so many parts, all of them separate and difficult to bring together. Family, friends, work, study, activities can all seem unrelated to each other. My child, you are always whole. Even if at times things feel separate and fragmented, that is only an illusion. Choosing this symbol reminds you that all the moving parts of your life are important. If the one you're asking about seems confusing, focus on the one that brings you clarity. Be here now and know that I, Nyx, love you and see you as beautiful and whole, regardless of how disconnected things seem. Also, remember to take a step back when you're trying to understand something. You may be looking at only one piece of the giant puzzle, a fragment of the truth. See the big picture through my eyes, and no matter what, all is well. So maybe the next 2 weeks, maybe perhaps you're feeling like things are difficult, you're being pulled in many directions, and disconnected. So just maybe take a step back, like she's saying, try to see the whole picture. Remember, you are whole, you are amazing, and you're not alone.
Thank you, Michelle. Wonderful messages, ladies. Wonderful. Fatima, well, you already know this about yourself, and your guides are just re-emphasizing it. Take pride in your work, your apprenticeship. You are that meticulous person who tries to perfect their craft and find ways to make it easier and more beautiful along the way as you hone your crafts and your traditions. And then once you get your craft honed, we come to the Nine of Pentacles. So your abundance follows. So hard work pays off in this case, especially since we go from an 8 to the 9. We're leveling up,
Money.
And then the Seven of Swords reversed. So the thief of time, you don't waste time. You don't let time thieves get in your life. You know how to count your blessings. You know how to make every second, every minute count, and you know how to make people feel special along the way. A very great trait. And thank you for being Fatima and saying blessings to everybody every day, time after time. You are indefatigable. What's this?
I'm sorry, indeed fatigable? I don't understand.
I think
Layman's
it's
word.
She doesn't wear down.
She's unfatigued. Yes, there you go.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, infatigable. Now I get it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's the Iowa accents, and we have just 2 more. Thanks everyone for being with us. Twisted Sushi.
Hey, baby sushi. Mm-hmm.
What do you know about children, Aley? Are they pretty resilient? No, That you can bounce them and they'll bounce. They don't, when they fall, they bounce, and
Yeah.
they sort of pick up on your energy. Like if they
Yeah,
fall
they
down
do.
and bump their head, and you make a big deal out of it, well,
Right.
then the screaming and the crying and the clamoring will
Yeah.
happen.
They can.
So, but if you just act surprised, I think that kids are very resilient. Birth trauma, you were induced and then had to have cesarean, I believe, is the situation that was going on. It was planned that way, but
so she had a cesarean. She did not have, the baby didn't come through the birth canal, is what I'm getting. Is that right?
I believe that's the case.
All right. Twisted, tell me if that's true, because okay, I had one each way. My first daughter was very traumatic, induced, pulled out with forceps. She was backwards, so they had to twist her inside me before they did that. And I'm sorry that the cord was around her neck. Okay. So they had to go in and do. Okay, so that is traumatic. I mean, that's traumatic for anybody.
That was unplanned, unprepared for, and whisked off to the operating room.
Yeah, she had seizures. Okay, so yeah, there is some birth trauma there. I mean, there is anyway. I think all of us. I mean, if you're coming down, you're coming into this world. You're in this really nice, sweet cocoon, and you like it in there. It's kind of nice. You don't have to worry about anything. You can eat in there. You can pee in there. You can do anything you want in there. And then it's nice and dark, and you hear your mother's heartbeat. And the next thing you're out in this godforsaken world. But I'm going to suggest. I know this sounds weird, and I'm not a doctor, and so this is for entertainment purposes only. But I would suggest perhaps checking into chiropractic. And the reason is that babies are very, very resilient. And a lot of times, if it's something to do with this birth trauma, it can be taken care of. But if she's having dreams, I'm wondering if they're dreams or they are, there may be something going on in the physical body that's going on. And she's not going to say, "Hey, Mom, no, it's not my dream. It's like, I don't feel good." So I'm gonna just make that suggestion. But again, it's only for entertainment purposes because I'm not pushing any kind of agenda. I'm not a doctor. So I think we all have birth trauma. I really do. And some of us are able to get over that. And some of us aren't. We just can't. So let's see. I think she's a strong little thing. I get here, dig deep. So what that means to me is that, there may be somebody that can help you with that kind of trauma. I'm sure if she has seizures, I don't know if she's still having them or not, but that in and of itself can be trauma. I remember turning around and seeing my 8-year-old daughter in the middle of an epileptic seizure, and she didn't have that problem earlier. And it can come from trauma. So dig deep, ask the questions, and see if you can get. I would think an Akashic Records reading on your daughter might be a cool thing, because some of it may be past life stuff too. Entertainment purposes only. Much luck to you. Not anymore. Good. But that had to have been traumatic when it was going on.
I like to attribute. Don't get all mad when I always say this, but kids, I don't have kids. I have like 20 nieces and nephews and great nieces and nephews. So I've been around kids a lot, and I understand them. When I attribute them to like animals, how do I say that? Basically, I should say it should be exercise, discipline, then affection. Is what they say it should be. But anyways, if you think about an animal who's been in the pound, or that's rescued, that's had a traumatic life, they always say that when us as the person, the human, is hanging on to their past and not letting them move past it. So as Thomas touched on, your daughter's probably feeling, it was a daughter, right? I'm sorry. Yeah,
I think so.
Aurora, yeah. She's feeding off of your energy. She's connected to you. You rest well knowing they're so young and resilient. I mean, if you're gonna get hurt and you're young because your body recovers faster, kind of thing in a way, you know. Know that there is a boy that was born with cerebral palsy, told that he would never walk without braces. This kid, 21-year-old, just won $1 million on American Ninja Warrior 2023 championship without braces. He said he always had to work harder. He knew it, but he put his mind to it. He didn't let labels, didn't let anything write his story. So don't write the story for your daughter. Let go of the trauma, because she's here, she's fine, she's healthy. It's nothing. Your body can heal from it. Just don't hang on to it. I pulled for you. You have the power to make yourself better. And it says, the healing power of the spirit world will always be there for you when you make the effort to heal your own body and mind, mind, or life. You might not be aware of it, but the moment you try to fix what is broken in your life, healing spirits will pour out their power, their pure compassion, to get you back to full health and strength. Spirit healers are working with you right now because they know how important it is for you to get back to being the best you can be. Remember, the power of love is what connects you to the spirit helpers and healers. And they are reminding you just how strong love is when it comes to the medicine you require. I pulled another card first. So the warrior card in this one, and it says, my beloved child, when the warrior appears to you, it is such a fortunate sign that no matter what is happening to you in your life, you are truly protected. Whatever you are experiencing right now, all will be well. So just remember, all will be well. Trust that. Just, you have to learn, like, it's kind of like, I don't know, when you're in a marriage or a relationship and you get into a fight and you're choosing to stay with this person and you're choosing to forgive them and let go, you have to, in order to move on, you have to truly let it go. You can't bring it back and throw it in their face later. So work on being comfortable and knowing that's done. She's here. She's amazing. And no matter what challenges are in front of her, you guys will get over it together. You guys will accomplish the obstacles together, whatever that may look like. Don't worry about it. She's here, and you did great.
So Twisted Sushi, we start out with the Two of Wands. You were planning, just as new parents do. You had your hospital bag all packed and ready to go, but you couldn't prepare for the challenge that baby Aurora faced. It's just something that happens in a certain amount of deliveries. And thank goodness you're in this century instead of a century or two before, because it might have been a fatal event for both of you. And then we go to the Queen of Rods. I think this is you, this loving mother with the sunshiny disposition. The sunflower tracks the sun all day, looks straight into the sun, and bows its head at night, giving thanks for a day well lived. And then if you just let things be and take things as they are, we have the Eight of Swords reversed. So don't set limits on expectations. Make sure that you expect everything out of Aurora that you want her to be. But you want her to be her own person. You don't want to force your cheerleader days or missed performance days. Don't force that upon her. Let her have her own interests, her own hobbies, her own passions. And I think you are going to have one passion-filled little girl, whether it be maybe some dramatic times coming up for you. It's going to be a normative childhood for Aurora, and it's going to be a normative motherhood for you. It's like you're going to stress over the safety and everything, just as parents do.
I would
And
say
that's
keep
what I
in
have.
mind too, she could be teething.
Could be teething.
No, but and remember, we don't remember much as a child. Like I don't remember, so I am confident in knowing I don't believe it would be trauma from the birth. That doesn't mean something else isn't going on. So obviously, as a mother, you're gonna know more about if something isn't right. So keep being you. Have faith, trust, let go of your own retention of the trauma. I think perhaps it's you were traumatized too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Kimby, are you still around? And if you are, yeah, I see Kimby there. Let me see if you put a question in for us.
She did, but it was a while ago. So let's see. It was I think she just mostly wanted a reading. I'm gonna guess, but let me look and see.
If animals and children love you, that's a good sign. Kim said that.
Oh, here it is. Any message from me from source. It was at 1:00.
And we all come from source, and we all have our belief system, what source is, whether we're DNA created from the Anunnaki or the Star Peoples, or if we're just the fortunate apes that developed and learned how to use tools and use fire to cook to get better. And, you know,
Oh my Lord.
I am still 17% Neanderthal.
There's a show on Amazon Prime. It's a silly show called My Lady Jane. I just watched the series, and they say, "Oh my gods."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes, I actually have Neanderthal, and what is it? 88% more Neanderthal than most people.
Mm.
Well,
I don't know if
You're
look at these eyebrows. Look at these eyebrows.
You've got them. Yeah. Maybe we're related, Thomas. Who knows? All right. So, Kimby, you, my dear, are the cycle breaker. I love that. It says here you'll get through it, and you're going to get through it really quickly because it's there's something coming up that's ending. Your cycle is ending, whether that be some something being stuck or feeling stuck or moving through some issues, whatever issues that might come into your life, you can break that cycle, it said, and you are breaking the cycle. And then you will become more aligned with, and I love this, more aligned and precision. Look at this. The beauty of this card, first of all, you get the sacred stones. You get like Stonehenge. Then you get the pyramid in the lights. And then behind that is the Merkaba. And so what you've done is you've aligned yourself with these three different parts of your spiritual growth. And they're saying, you're on fire. You're lit up. You are becoming enlightened. When we walk into a dark room, we don't know what's in there. We might trip over something or feel a certain way. But when we turn the light on, it's like, wow, oh, I'm sure glad I put the light on because I would have tripped over this suitcase I left there, So it's becoming for you more and more enlightenment. And your energy is going to rise from this, giving you confidence and power. And look at this card. It's like an explosion of beautiful rainbow energy. Perfect for the month of June. But look at this. It's in a spiral, which is one of the sacred symbols of the universe. So watch out. You're going to be a force to be reckoned with, girl.
The unnaughty
Well,
nautilus.
I will couple that with being patient though, because I pulled denial for you, number 14. But what it means is not everything is in reach, my child. Sometimes I must create distance between what you want or when and how you are meant to receive it. Consider the wait for your highest good. You are not meant to achieve what you want right now. Keep the faith, for if you wait and show patience, I will reveal some wondrous things later. This is a gentle warning not to get caught up in your desire to reach your goal too soon. You may choose sour fruit that only looks ripe and juicy. In this case, I alone know when the time is ripe. Patience, my child. So I think you're doing well in your patience. Like if going with Aley's reading, like you're on the cusp of your greatness, you know, just keep being patient. Don't rush it. Enjoy the moment, because you know you're only going to experience it once. It's kind of like when I got my first tarot deck, I was like, let me just remember this moment, because it's never going to happen again. So like I need to remember this is my first show ever with Aley. Like this is never going to happen again. So I don't need to rush it, right? It's kind of like that. Like your gifts are going to be, and then it's kind of like when you, yeah, I think that's it. You get the point.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Michelle.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
Okay, so Kim, I think if you're not partnered, find that partner or find that passion or something that sparks love of yourself. Two are stronger than one. You know, there are ups and downs to being with a partner. I'm sure Aley can tell you that all was not all up and all was not all down. It's just a mixed bag. It's the wheel of fortune. You know, there are bountiful times in our life and times that we're grateful for everything we have. There's times we're grateful for what little that we have. But I think that drives you forward because we have the chariot after that, Kim. So you've got to be in agreement with that partner, because those steeds, those horses have to be pulling the same direction or the cart goes nowhere. You can't go into battle. You just are stuck there if the horses are going opposite directions. But I think you get there in the end because we have 6 of Wands, the victory card. So triumph is assured, most assuredly. But you get to your triumph a little quicker if you have that partner, that like mind, that cooperation coming along with you for the ride.
Couldn't it mean also, because a lover, right? Wouldn't it be also loving herself?
Yeah, finding a passion. What makes life worth living for you?
Loving yourself.
Some people are not meant for a partner. They know that they're going to go it alone. So like,
in order to love someone else, you have to love you too. So
then if you know that you're going to be a person that's alone in the world, then if you're a female, you learn how to change a tire. You learn how to use the jack.
Find somebody that's a good friend.
You learn how to cook for yourself and do laundry. Wash dishes every once in a while, or
I like how that reading kind of came together because we had her. Basically, your 2 readings showed the accomplishment of the achievement of the goals, and then mine in the middle was just remember to be patient, and it'll all come together.
So you don't know this, but in the chat she said that a baby grasshopper was sitting with her that crawled on her, and it means, like other sacred animal symbols, they're viewed as spiritual guides. And what did she ask for? Source that come for self growth. If you see
Wow.
one, it may be a sign to trust the universe that is in your favor, and it's okay to take a risk. So, oh my God, that's one
That
of
happened
your
while you were reading?
symbols. Yes.
Wow. That's
So,
beautiful.
Yes.
and I love your dreams program when you have it, Aley, because I
Oh.
work in my dreams every night. There is barely a night that I don't dream, and since being disabled and retired, I have a lot of, I think, thinly veiled anger dreams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
you're working through it, Thomas, while you're sleeping.
I'm
It hasn't been
but I
resolved.
can't.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need to watch your dream shows.
Well,
My dreams,
I live it and relive it and relive it.
my dreams have been crazy, and we're just not going to go into a dream show. But my dog got hurt at the dog park on Thursday night. He got trampled on whatever by a bigger dog, but he seemed fine until we got home. He couldn't jump up on the bed, so then suddenly I have dreams because I was going to take him to the groomers, but I was worried about him being sore. Well, in my dream, they were completely shaving him, and it looked like his skin, it was like my arm. And then I had another dream, my other dog was choking on something, and I'm like, what's going on? I'm in panic mode, about my dog. It's so weird, my dreams.
No, it's all right. That's your baby. Yeah, that's your baby. I understand. Yeah.
But I'll have to catch her. I haven't been catching any shows lately, so I'll definitely have to catch the dream show.
Yep, absolutely. We'd love to have you come
When
do
is it?
that. We usually have it Tuesday nights. I don't know where you are, but I'm in Pacific, so it's 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern.
Okay.
And Central, what would that be?
Central.
7, 8 o'clock Central time. Yeah.
Okay, because I don't get off work till 7 p.m. I work California time, so I get off 5 p.m. there, but 7 p.m. here.
I get it.
Okay. Yeah, you know time.
Hi,
So,
Miss Tara.
Michelle, thank you for being with us. You read wonderfully. I am so happy to see your development as a reader, and I hope that other people get inspired by your journey, doing this one card at a time, and seeing your confidence build up because you are a strong reader. And Aley, thank you for being here and
of course, Tom.
supporting me.
Excellent.
From when I was a new creator. I'm happy and proud to be on a level, several years behind you in your YouTube.
You've grown, Thomas. It's beautiful. And you and Hershey working together a lot really is amazing. So yeah, love you guys. Thank you.
Miss Tarot D wants me to blink if I'm being kidnapped.
Miss Tarot D should have been on here with
So thank you everybody for being with us. I will compress all the videos together so you'll have 23 minutes of video to watch without the commentary. Get to the 3 of Pentacles card, know all its meanings, and be done with it, and go on to the 4 of Pentacles next weekend. Aley, thank you so much. Viewers,
You're welcome.
if you want to find Hershey, there's a pinned comment, and just go follow that link. And she is on Brian's channel, Blushing Nerd Tarot. And remember, be kind to yourself, be kind to each other, and go out and make it a great day. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you, Thomas.